I was driving home from a late-night shift at the hospital, the roads slick with ice and the world swallowed in a thick, silent snowfall. My town is small, the kind where houses are scattered and streetlights barely illuminate the roads. That night, the snowstorm had come out of nowhere, the kind that turns the familiar into something alien, cold and dangerous. I was on the edge of exhaustion, gripping the steering wheel tightly, when I saw her. She was standing in the middle of the road, waving her arms. A woman, mid-30s maybe, dressed in a thin coat that looked wet and torn. Her hair was plastered to her face with snow, her eyes wide with panic. I hit the brakes, the car sliding slightly, and skidded to a stop a few feet away. "Please," she said, her voice trembling. I need a ride. The roads, I can't get home." I hesitated. Something about her felt off, but I'm not the kind of person to leave someone stranded in a snowstorm. I unlocked the door, and she got in without another word. Her coat smelled faintly of blood, and something else I couldn't place. The car felt heavier the moment she sat down. The heater struggled, blowing out weak, warm air, and the radio crackled with static. I asked where she lived. She gave an address, a house I had never heard of, far off the main road. The GPS didn't recognize it. As we drove, she stayed silent, just staring straight ahead. Every so often, I caught her eyes in the rearview mirror. They were too dark, too empty. And then I noticed her hands. They were pale, frozen almost, with long, jagged fingernails. When I glanced down, a line of blood had started seeping from the tips, smearing across the leather seat. I tried to start a conversation. "Are you okay? You're shaking." She tilted her head slowly, smiling, but it wasn't a smile. It didn't reach her eyes. "I'm fine," she whispered. "You'll be fine too." I felt a chill crawl down my spine, the kind that isn't from cold, but from knowing something is wrong. We came to a fork in the road. One path led deeper into the mountains, narrow and lined with trees heavy with snow. The other was the highway, plowed and safe. She told me to go left. My gut screamed not to, but there was something hypnotic in her voice. I turned. The road grew narrower, trees leaning over us, snow falling in sheets that blocked the headlights. I couldn't see more than a few feet ahead. And then I saw them, shapes in the snow along the roadside, faces frozen and twisted, staring at us. I slammed on the brakes. She laughed, a soft, delicate laugh that turned into a hollow, gurgling sound. "You can't leave," she said. "You never leave." Panic hit me. I put the car in reverse, trying to turn around, but the road seemed endless, looping back on itself. The trees outside, they were moving, bending, leaning closer. Shadows stretched unnaturally across the snow, forming figures that shouldn't exist. And then she spoke in a voice that wasn't hers. It was deep, guttural, layered with multiple tones. "I've been waiting." I don't remember how I got out of the car. One moment I was gripping the wheel, the next I was running, snow whipping my face, lungs burning. Behind me, the headlights flickered, and I swear I saw dozens of figures moving in the snow, circling the car, silent, waiting. I ran until I collapsed, face first in the snow. When I opened my eyes, the road was empty. No car, no figures, no sign of her. Just endless white and the faint echo of her laughter in the wind. I never found the house she claimed to live in. No one else had seen her. But the next morning, when the snow had settled and the sun rose weakly over the mountains, I noticed something terrifying. Deep footprints in the snow led from where I had been lying, straight to the edge of the woods, and then stopped. Weeks later, every time it snows, I see footprints in patterns that make no sense, leading nowhere, circling my house.
Sometimes, at night, I hear soft knocks at the window, and I know, deep down, that if I ever drive alone in a storm again, she'll be waiting.